morning, everyone. Sophia wanted to say hello to everyone. She very seriously wanted to get on camera. And, our dogs do know. They do know. And she knows I'm getting ready to go thrifting. Now, someone brought me a bin of clothes, and I've got a setup here that I'm going to place the phone on in a minute. And I'm going to inspect a lot of these clothes with you and show you how I inspect them and if they're going to be something I can post. And, like I said, teaming up with other thrift shoppers is a wonderful way to do a little side business. I mean, it can turn into a few bucks here and there. Nowadays helps a lot. So anyway, thank you for saying hello to Sophia. She wanted to say hello. That's a little unusual for her, but she does do that sometimes. So let's get started. Okay, so this is the area I am going to inspect the clothes. And we're going to start off, and I have my tape measure with me always. And one of the first things I do, especially with women's clothing, is I check the armpits and I measure. That's the very first thing I do. I see if we have tags to work with and what the measurements are. And that's one of the first things I do. So now look at this one. This measures, it's about approximately 40 inches. But look what I find. So this has, I don't know if you can see it, this has a tear. So that has a tear. So, I'm immediately going to put that over to the side. Now, do I decide to sew that? And if I do, that's a disclosure. You want to let people know you sewed a little stitch. Or do you put it out there and say it needs to be mended? Now, I'm looking at this, and as a fiber person, I'm not liking how it's been worn. So I'm not going to sew and resell that. I'm not. I might put a patch and see if I can use it or give it to someone, or put it in my bin for creating my boro, create my boro and sashiko. So now this is another beauty. This is New Directions. So that's one that we're nice and familiar with. It's a large, which is lovely. And again, the first thing I do is I'm looking for any tears, any areas that are too worn. And like I said, the underarms is an area you always want to look at. This is a beautiful light peach coral. And, the arms are looking really good. So this is, it's almost over 21 and a half. It's almost over. So, to be safe, I'm going to say that it's approximately 42. That's approximately 42. That's a pretty good measure. So, and look at the embroidery here. That's beautiful. That's lovely. That's all intact, and it goes halfway up. It does not go behind the neck, which a designer's choice to do that was absolutely ingenious, in my opinion, because one of the first things you do with these is you go all the way around. So that's gorgeous. So that will definitely go out. Now this is I'm sorry, you know what? This is why I have my magnifying glass with me. This is Little Rose. I'm sorry, could not see that. So now the tag, it's not that the tag is worn, it's just that it's very light print on the tag. So the underarms here look okay. This particular blouse has some visible darts that you can see. People may or may not like that. It has a nice V neck to it. Put this down a little more so you can see. And it still has its straps for when you hang it up. So that's a nice piece. And that is And I measure that because if these come out too small, I'm not putting them up. This comes out about a 38. So this will be one that I will put up. Now, this is a different piece right here. This I looked at briefly before. And this is a skirt, and it's by Loft. And now this skirt looks quite bigger than it says. It says size 6. And maybe it's not. It's got a little stretch to the material. It's got a nice zipper in the back. It's very well made. This is actually a denim type of material with a beautiful print on it. And so this, yeah, this is measuring, well, let me get the seam straight. You want to go seam to seam. There's seams here that you almost cannot even see, but that's what you want to measure. So this is approximately 30, maybe a 31. So this is a small. That's probably not going to go very far, only because the larger sizes seem to really go. And now let's see. This piece, I can tell you right off the bat, if there's no holes or anything in it, I'm gonna post this today. This is made by Blue Islands, and it's a medium. It has a beautiful stretch neck, beautiful flare sleeves, and let's see what this measures across. Armpit to armpit, lovely. That's approximately, it's even got a stretch to it, but we're gonna say, without the stretch, we're gonna say approximately 36.5. So this definitely is gonna go, this is gonna go up. And look at, there's even a little tie on the waist. So that's lovely. So that's a piece I'm gonna put up, I'm gonna post. And this lovely one I showed you a few minutes ago, this is gonna be posted. And let's see what else we have here. Okay, now we've got a dress here, which I'm loving the print right off the bat. I'm loving the print, but is this going to be large enough for me to worry to post it? I don't know. It doesn't look it to me right off the bat. This is medium, it says, and the tag is, oh, Maurice. This is a Maurice. Okay, so they're quite well known, and this is a beautiful sleeveless. And it's a dress is what we're looking at. It's a dress. Now let's see, for medium, it should be at least 34 across. And at least, now, this is the thing about when you're inspecting, especially when they have an outer and an inner. Look at this. This has an inner bodice. Now, when it has an inner bodice, you definitely want to get that measurement, because that outer one already, you can see that that's flowing over. It's flowing over about an inch. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the tape measure straight through. I'm going to go underneath here. I'm going to go down to the armpit. This always concerns me because the inner pieces are smaller. They're always smaller. So there we go. Okay, now I'm gonna lay this flat. Make sure we get a nice measure. No, I'm not stretching it. Arm to arm. So this is coming out. This is interesting. That's coming out 36. 18 across, you multiply by 2 and you get your diameter. That's approximately 36. Now, as I look underneath, as I look at this material, the inner piece, this has a little stretch, but it's the type of stretch that is almost a pull in. It hugs the body. It's huggy. So I'm going to say when I post this, it measures approximately 36. It would probably be a more comfortable measure, a more comfortable fit between 34 and 36. So there we have it. And I'm going to be heading down to the thrift shop in a few minutes and do a little shopping and come back and detail those for you with be putting more of research on the pricing of in that video. Okay, thank you.